Welcome back, Patriots, for another episode of the Bald Brad Show. It is officially Monday, folks, October 14th. We are only, 22 days out from the election? Well, I'll tell you what, it's closer than ever, it's bigger than ever, folks, and the media are panicking. They are freaking out right now. They don't know what to do because Donald Trump is making a comeback in the polls. And quite frankly, he could have always been up for all we know. But we're going to show you clip after clip after clip after clip of everything that's been going on over the weekend. It is truly head spinning, folks. But the big news of the day is Donald Trump allegedly had a third, yes, you heard that correctly, a third assassination attempt, most likely, on his life. And it was thwarted by local police down there in Coachella over the weekend in my home state of California. Now, I'm glad they got this guy early on, but the media are playing it off like nothing happened, which, typical, right? Typical of the media that want to sit there and rub the shoulders of Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Tim Walz, and all these other psycho Democrats that are driving this country into the ground. If you could, folks, hit that like button. Please don't forget, y'all been smashing that thing like nothing, baby. I love it. And it's helping us grow here. Our podcasts are getting up there, folks, I'll tell you. Well, let's check this out. Third assassination attempt on Donald Trump, and it was stopped at the rally. An apparent third assassination attempt on President Donald Trump was reportedly stopped at the last moment on Sunday, folks. This guy got in the inner perimeter when law enforcement officials apprehended an armed man with fake passes outside Trump's rally in California. The sheriff's office in a statement stated that the man was intercepted at basically 5 o'clock on Saturday evening, just a minute before the event was to start. We probably stopped another assassination attempt. That comes from Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco. Then Miller, a 49-year-old resident of Las Vegas, was stopped in a black SUV and was found to be illegally in possession of a shotgun. Oh, shocker. Shocker. The guy got a firearm illegally. How many times do we have to see this, folks? How many times do we have to see somebody getting something illegal, and a loaded handgun, by the way, and a high-capacity magazine, but yet they want to take away your firearms? They want to sit there and chisel away your Second Amendment rights, going, well, the people that are getting their guns illegally are getting them. Yes. Miller was taken into custody without incident and booked at the John J. Benoit Detention Center for possession of a loaded firearm and possession of a high-capacity magazine. Miller was offered bail and was released, by the way. Was released with $5,000 bail. Wow. Okay. Lovely. So that guy's roaming the streets. Who knows? Who knows? You think that they would sit there and interrogate this guy? And I'm sure the Secret Service and FBI are on this, right? I'm sure they're on this. I mean, how many assassination attempts does this guy have to go through? By the way, it's not going to stop. If this guy's elected president, please know this is not going to stop. If anything, the Iranians are going to go even harder. And we have some more information on the Iranians, as well as assets that Donald Trump is requesting. Because Donald Trump, based on what's going on here, needs some military assets at this point. That's how serious this stuff has gotten. So again, the sheriff here shared some details, which most of the stuff I kind of went over with you. But the big thing was that there was irregularities that popped up. And I like this because it just shows that we still do things based on, I suppose, discrimination, where you're basically evaluating the situation in which you're in. And you might be looking for irregularities, like what is this person doing here? They clearly are driving something shady in maybe a nice place, or vice versa, driving something nice in a rough place, and just kind of spotting out things that don't make sense. And good on these deputies for having the wherewithal to kind of look at everything and go, that's a little weird. The deputy noticed that the interior of the vehicle was quite disarray. Well, yeah, that should start like kind of sprinkling, sparking whatever mechanisms in your head going, hey, there's probably something up to this. What is this guy doing here? The vehicle had an obviously fake license plate and prompted further investigation from our deputy into why the person was there and what he was doing. I wish I could see a picture of this license plate. Like, it really makes me wonder if, it was just like a, printout. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's definitely fake. It was like laminated. During that investigation, the deputy eventually found multiple passports with multiple names, multiple driver's license with different names. The vehicle was unregistered, and the license plate was what we in law enforcement would recognize as one of those handmade, homemade, and indicative of a group of individuals that claim to be sovereign citizens. So a lot of details coming out, but not enough, by the way. Not enough. We don't know what this guy's motive was. We don't really know anything about him, which is typical from all the other assassination attempts. We still don't have anything. We don't have anything from the first one. Anybody else find that extremely odd? We know more about JFK's assassination than we actually do Donald Trump's first assassination. We still know more about JFK's assassination than we do on the second assassination. I'll go as far to say this. We know more about the JFK assassination than we do about all three of these assassination attempts, as well as plots, all combined on Donald Trump. But there's nothing to see here, folks. It's all smoke. No, it's all deep fakes, cheap fakes. You guys know this is real. Yeah, all of this is fabricated, completely made up. These media outlets, man, they drive me up a wall. They drive me up a wall. Look, I advocate for the media a lot because I think a lot of them do their job. You just don't ever hear about them. The only ones you hear about are the legacy media outlets like ABC, CBS, NBC, those ones. But then you also have the other mainstream media like CNN media, right? CNN that used to have Brian Stelter on their news channel, which I think he was rehired, wasn't he? Always saying that his show was, the most trustworthy news out there. Yeah. Okay. Well, Trump teases this, and I like it, where he teased the idea of Elon Musk having him in his administration as Secretary of Cost Cutting. If I was a single voter, like a single issue voter, this right here would have my vote immediately. The reason why is because we're $35 trillion in debt. The reason why is because our country doesn't know how to sit there and spend money efficiently. I caught myself there. Spend money efficiently. They know how to spend money. Oh boy, do they. They throw it everywhere. They're just not throwing it to Americans. Elon Musk could take a relatively active role in a potential second Trump administration, the former president told Fox News. He's a business guy and he's a great cost cutter. We need that, by the way. Sunday Morning Futures interview, Musk said, I could cut costs without affecting anybody. Now, I'm sure that's true, but our government has also failed 6 consecutive audits. Now, if you were out there and you failed an audit, things would probably go really south for your company because nobody would have any trust in it. But for some reason, when our government fails audits, like the Pentagon, 6 consecutive audits, by the way, then, all of a sudden they're still trustworthy. Oh, don't look under the hood. Everything's fine. We're spending your money appropriately. Then why are you failing audits? Like, what are all these black projects going on that aren't even on the books? Where did the $1 trillion go that we lost on 9/11? Y'all remember that? How we were looking for $1 trillion. We don't know where it went. It just disappeared. And just oddly enough, the part that had, the evidence, or the part that was allegedly had all the information, was part of the building that got blown up. And then not too long ago, it was only like, I guess it would be a long time ago at this point. Maybe like a decade ago, we lost another $1 trillion. No idea where it went. Not a big deal.